All right, so Chakotay, why don't you show everybody what makes you angry? Getting rejected. There were other people in the audience that felt angry. She's holding it up for the naughty corner back there. So in what areas of your life right now do you feel rejection or that you're getting rejected?
So I'm currently transitioning my career,
Okay.
which was a huge risk. And in my head, you know, I had this picture perfect moment that I spent a lot of time on my resume. I felt highly qualified. And I thought, you know, I was just gonna kill the interview and get hired. And that hasn't happened. And feeling anxious, uncertain, not knowing what's next. Did I make the right decision? Even second guessing myself, like, am I good enough? Am I actually qualified?
I hear behind me,
Yeah.
And so when you feel that anger, what happens in your body?
My mind. I can't stop thinking. I start overanalyzing everything, and then like I just become so distracted, and I'm already kind of a little bit clumsy, so now I'm like really bumping into people, unaware of my surroundings, so I'm just thinking so hard, and then that results into a major headache.
And so I want you to look at the anger iceberg. Go ahead and hold it for me. And what words underneath the surface of anger just jump out at you?
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed, okay. So I want everyone to stop and notice something. That's a very different word than anger, right? We express anger and it's like frustration and negativity. Overwhelm is something else entirely. But what other words jump out at you?
Trapped. And scared.
Scared. I think that that's the bigger one right now because you are taking a risk. And I will tell you personally, as one woman to another, and as a woman who is so committed to other women pursuing the things that they're interested in, I think it's riskier to stay in something you don't like.
Yeah.
Okay? And so I want you to learn how to diffuse this anger because it's not going to help you be as powerful as I know that you can be as you're continuing to search. So how do you react when you face that rejection that triggers anger for you?
So I'm an extrovert naturally, and I generally get my energy from being around people, but when I'm angry, I isolate myself and I become silent, but not a peaceful silent, like a deadly silent. And at times, you know, I might swear in my head, you know, I try to think positively, but then it's like it doesn't work out.
Okay, so I'm glad you used the word deadly.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the anger can be deadly because you lash out at people externally, but the anger that I really want to teach everyone to diffuse is the one that you turn inward. Because what I hear you saying is that you get angry at yourself for taking this risk. So somebody says no, and let's face it, interviewing is a numbers game. You got to go on a bazillion of them to make sure you get the right fit for you. And here's a little trick I'm going to give you quickly on that.
Okay.
I want you to walk into interviews and think about the fact that you're interviewing them to see if it's a fit for you. Because you said that you felt overwhelmed and powerless, right? What just happened? You kind of like, So what just happened when you went like, yes?
Because I do go in feeling like I need them when actually I'm adding value to their company. And again, it's like being a woman feeling kind of undervalued, not good enough. It just comes up again whenever I'm in the interview.
Yes,
so.
And here's the thing about anger and why it's critical for you to get a handle on this. We get addicted to the anger piece and for you, beating yourself up.
Yeah.
And being angry at yourself and going quiet and then feeling disempowered because feeling angry is easier than feeling the things that are scary. And it also triggers a part of your brain, the limbic system. That's just a fancy word that means when you get angry, whether it's at somebody else or yourself, you actually get an adrenaline rush. And your brain loves the little adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
So when you go home and start swearing at yourself, your brain's like, oh, give me more of that. Beat up on yourself a little bit more, even though it's not good for you. And this is why it's really important for you to start to diffuse this anger and for you to realize that what you're really dealing with is you're scared. And there's a little bit of an unknown. But you have made a choice, which I applaud. You're going for something that you want to have happen in your life. And you just need to keep going forward. And when that anger comes up, notice it before it starts to go deadly against you and go, okay, wait a minute. What is it that I'm really feeling? Oh, I'm feeling a little scared. Okay, that's normal. I'm going to just send out another resume. I'm going to go to another networking meeting. That's all that I need to do. You got it?
Yeah.
And, you know, here's the thing that is why it's so important to get a handle on this. Because the other thing about anger is, did you know it's the most contagious emotion? So you can catch people's emotions. And not only can you catch it from other people, but it can start to spread internally so that it takes over how you're feeling all the time.